Cassie here, going over the trick of the week, which is really not a sexy trick on its own. It's really preparation for a different trick. So this is a level 2.5 move, and I say it like that because the final destination I really hold exclusively for my level 3 members. However, the stages to get there, level 2 students can do. So I get a little sneaky. I like to plan out sort of 1 month at a time what my curriculum for my students will be. And so if I know that I want to do the level 3 move is called the frog flip. So if I know that I want to do the level 3 move in that month, throughout the month I'm going to be doing all of these exercises that I'll present right now in my level 2 classes, because I know that my level 2 students are the ones that are also doing level 3, because we only have one level 3 class a week. So all month long, I'm kind of prepping them for this move. Now, if I happen to have a level 2 class of really strong students or students that tend to go to level 3, then I'll show them the final move today, which is the reverse of the frog flip. So it's a level 2 move. We're learning reverse frog flip today to help prep you for full frog flip. So there are quite a few prerequisites for this. First prerequisite is a starfish pullover, which I did in the video last week. So everything involved with the starfish pullover. Then it's mostly body parts. You want to have loose, open shoulders, so working things like skin the cats are going to be really important for this. This one is sneakily really intense on your hamstrings, so you need to make sure to strengthen and loosen your hamstrings before doing this. And it is a huge chest opener, so any chest opening moves or exercises that strengthen your back while you open your chest are good. So let me show you the whole move, and then I'll show you some exercises that I like to do for it. So for the reverse frog flip, I'm going to land on my feet. You need to be really particular how you do this. So I'll get in starfish, backwards pull over, and then I come out. So seatbelt. I've got a little rug burn on the back of my knee here, so I'm going to slide my legs all the way up the length of the fabric. That's to not hurt that. Crunch up into your starfish. Wipe your hands at about head height as you do your pullover. And land. Now, I'm going to take my feet in between the fabric and my body. So my ankles are pressed against the fabric. I'm going to press into my feet so I can start to pull over, kind of like skipping the cat, all the way down to my feet. So as you can see, you've got to have good grip strength for that. I would recommend, I'm being so bad right now, I should have a crash mat underneath me, because if at any point my hands had let go, I would have landed right on my head there. So you need to have strong grip, strong shoulders, loose chest, strong hamstrings. Now as you can see, the shape that I was making right there was a bow pose. I don't know if you guys will end up getting that cut off in the video, so let me move that back a little bit. Bow pose. So in general, in the yoga classes that we have going on throughout the month where I plan to do this, I work a lot of bow pose. So you really want to try to keep squeezing your legs towards each other. Don't let your knees go wide. Press into your ankles, lift. Take about 3 to 5 breaths and do that about 3 to 5 times. Then, to continue to work on hamstring strength, from hip hang, I do reverse crunches. Press your feet against your handles. Make sure that your feet are flat on your handles. You push your feet against the fabric to create a nice tight point at your hip crease. Then your hamstrings start to engage there. You should feel your glutes on fire. Hands barely lift off the floor. And do anywhere between 10 and 20 reverse crunches. Then from there, if you're just working the stretch, you can be in your skin the cats, like your vampire poses are gonna be great. All learning to prep for the reverse frog flip, which is pretty tough. With your students, the one thing that they usually need help with is finding their foot in between their fabric and the body. And like I said, if you've never done it before, it's a big squeeze on your hamstring. So make sure that you've really warmed that up, and then you can help place the student's foot there, and that's usually all that they need to be able to do it. Similar to last week, where you spot your student by the side of the swing and flip them over, it'll be sort of the same thing here, where you're supporting a shoulder and then you've placed their ankles behind the fabric. As they start to come down, you switch your hands, one to support the shoulders, one to support the feet as they make their way out. So that's kind of a general theme, that you want to adjust your body so you're in such a position that you can help them achieve their role and help them if they start to lose control of whatever it is that they're doing. So for instance, if I'm in the swing like this, right, I don't want to be at a position where if their legs start to fall, that I'm scrambling to get my body there to help their legs. So they're usually start position and then switch as they're coming down, so if they start to lose their grip, you even kind of catch them a little bit like a cradle. Of course, only if you don't hurt yourself on the way down. You're always spotting from a point of advantage, and you should always feel really secure as a student is moving, that if they lose control of themselves, the both of you are going down. If you don't feel confident about that and they are there in that position, you have them stop, hold wherever they can where they're not exerting a lot of energy, assess where it might be best for you to stand so that you can then help them out. And of course, if there's really no way for you to do that, they should have a crash mat underneath them, so worst case scenario, that's where they are landing. And then hopefully it's a learning experience for you to know that maybe that's not the trick yet for you to be spotting. So anyway, I hope that you enjoy this. I hope you get a chance to try that trick. The full frog flip is really, really fun. It took me a year to be able to do it. So if you struggle with this right here, don't worry, you're not alone. All right, bye guys.